we've expected from Port Adelaide this year. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, no, it's more than fair to say. That was clear. It was very obvious to everyone, bar the last 5 minutes before half-time. We were just totally outplayed. They were more physical than us. We know, and we know that, and we expect that to be the way we play too. But we don't hide. It was just a poor start by us in the contest.
Haven't been able to get on a roll at all this year. You win two, that's sort of 2 steps forward, 1 back.
Yeah, I think we like most of the competition. It's that tight, it's that close. It's really difficult to stay and get 3 or 4 or 5 wins. And the sides that do that, obviously, that are going to make their move, they're the ones that will probably be the most damaging at the end of the year. We've set ourselves up in a position now where we're okay, but if we don't keep going, we run a risk.
When they're able to play like that in the first quarter, what can you do to try and get back into the game?
Just enjoy the fight, enjoy the contest, and we didn't seem to enjoy the fight or the contest. We probably just got steamrolled a bit on the inside, and they dominated clearance and dominated contested possession, and they won the territory. We don't normally lose inside 50 as badly as we did, particularly in the first half. But today, overall, we got dominated early, and those boys need to understand that's exactly what happened.
Came out in the second half a lot better, it seemed, with the intent and that sort of thing. Do you put that down to positional changes or...?
No, it's just effort and intensity, I think, for the contest. We stuck at it. That's what I was pleased with. It. Tough competition. We could have easily dropped right away, and really made a mess of ourselves on the scoreboard, which we didn't. We actually challenged them. I thought we were actually in a position at points in the last quarter. If I reckon they would have been thinking there was a chance this game could nearly slip. If we get the next goal, we weren't able to get the next goal, so they win the game because they set up their game in the first half. Credit to them.
Robbie Gray, it seems you moved him into the midfield when things were starting poorly after the poor start.
Yeah, no, we moved. Well, we've got that flexibility in our side that we can, change positions a little bit with some different personnel, and he was able to go on ball and certainly generate some drive for us, which was really important. We're able to keep Chad in the front half and look threatening, other than when he hurt his ankle. So. That's what we have got. We've got some great flexibility, but we'd rather use it on our terms, not when we're trying to chase the game.
And what is the situation, Chad?
He's obviously sprained his ankle pretty bad. I would imagine now he wanted to go back out there and try in the last quarter, but first jump you could tell he wasn't quite right. So we'll just assess it and see how it comes up. Normally there's a chance that, like Paddy, that they can get up and play the next week, but as we've always done, we won't risk it. We'll just make sure that we look after him the best way we can.
Did you fear the worst, Ken, when he was being helped off with the trainers?
I think you do. You're busy, so you're not too worried about it to a point. But I think it's at a moment when you get a break, you go, oh yeah, that's a pretty important player for us. But look, we can't be, as I've always said, we can't be just Chad or Robbie or Travis or whoever that player, or Paddy, whoever that player might be. We've just got to be the whole team, and we win games without our better players on the side all the time. And if that happens again next week, that's what we have to do again.
You said they weren't up for the fight early. Does that have anything to do with having such a convincing win last week and just running straight into the next game?
No, I don't think so. I think I think that's the challenge of this competition. That's the challenge for our group, is to continually get up and play hard, competitive football week in, week out. And that's why, as I said, by the end of the year, those will be the teams that will be the most challenging teams. They'll be the teams that potentially play when it counts the most.
Do you think Paddy worked his way into the game second half?
Yeah, no doubt. No, he played really well in the second half. I mean, that's, again, we got going a little bit around the contest a bit better with Paddy, and I thought his second half was really, really strong, and obviously Gawn gave them a good look at it in the first quarter and a half, I thought.
Bloke really stood tall when he needed to. Kicking those 4 goals, pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, he's been pretty good, Trav, for the last 4 to 6 weeks. I reckon he's been pretty honest in his role. But as a captain, he'd done everything he could possibly do today, didn't he, to try and keep us in the contest and try and get that gap close enough that we could really threaten Melbourne. And great credit to him playing in the role he's played all year. That's a great result for him and for us.
It would appear a pretty brave call for you guys to leave a guy like Jack Holtz out for second week in a row. Were there times in the game where you thought you would have liked to have had his height back there? Or?
In good form? Is that what you're talking about, when Jack's in good form?
I assume, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, if he was in good form, that's because we're out of the side because his form wasn't great. So in good form, I'd love Jack Homshin, love Jasper and those boys, because they've been pretty significant for us. So that's the reason they're out of the side, not because they're flying.
Were you at all conscious of the fact that Melbourne brought so many guys in from recent injury layoffs when the side was coming back that they may tire?
No, not really. I thought they brought in quality. Like you see what they brought into their team. It was pretty impressive, their lineup. Now, the challenge for us is to be able to take them on and beat them, and we certainly didn't do that. If they were my players and I had them available, I'd be pretty keen to get them in the side too. I can understand why they brought them back in.
obviously got a pretty healthy list at the moment. Do you look at making changes after a game like that? Do you look at individual efforts?
Oh yeah, no, we always, and we do, and we have done, but we've been pretty good most part, and even today in the second, we give ourselves a fighting chance. We're really disappointed that we put ourselves in that position. That's unacceptable, but we gave ourselves a fighting chance in the back half. But if I'm playing tomorrow for the Magpies and I'm looking for an opportunity, I'll be pretty bullish about how I went about it and give my absolute best to try and claim a spot, because that's what happens. You leave a door open, someone will come in. Thank you.